The Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel welcomes you to this edition of the Mayors and Supervisors Weekly Update, brought to you by...
Each week, our community makes history. Each week, you make history. And each week, there's only one source to turn to for the first take on history. You know what that is? Subscribe to the Sentinel right now to discover the history being made in your own backyard.
The Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel. More than just your news, it's your history.
Hey, welcome everyone to this week's edition of the Mayors and Supervisors Update. I'm Chris Carosa, publisher of the Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel, and each week we bring you the goings-on in the towns and villages that we cover. This week we're going to be starting off with Mike Falk in the town of Lima. Mike, what's going on in Lima?
Hello, Chris. Thanks for having us. Just a reminder that the Ska Haza Ga-O chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution, the last DAR chapter in Livingston County, they are collecting money for veterans by selling wee little flags that are put out in front of the town hall at the Veterans Monument that would look, I'm not sure if this will focus, a bit like that. There are posters up everywhere. They decorate the front lawn there with different flags. Each flag has the branch of service on it for the veteran that's mentioned in the application. You can get more information by emailing skahasegao@gmail.com, and I'll spell that. That's skahasegao@gmail.com. Or you can come in here to the town hall, and we have the little form to fill out in a collection jar to make that just so much easier. They'll all be in place for Veterans Day, so be sure to sign up by the 1st of November in order to make sure that your flag is displayed. Our trunk or treat, of course, on the 31st here at the town hall parking lot. Lots of Rotarians and other folks. Crossroads will be represented, and a great place to come in and see the fire department and the ambulance and do the trick-or-treating around the loop. Our Veterans Day celebration will be on the 11th, which is a Monday this year. It'll be at 11 o'clock right at the Four Corners. It will be fun, it will be respectful, and it will be brief. After that, there is a luncheon free to all veterans and their families at the Lima Legion Post, which is actually in West Bloomfield, just north of the Four Corners. The Lima Town Board's next meeting is the 5th of November, which is also Election Day. We'll be upstairs. Voting in Lima will be on the first floor in the boardroom. We will be having our budget hearing that night, along with all kinds of other interesting things. Lima-ny.org is the website if you want to check out the agenda and possibly attend. Early voting has started in Livingston County. That would be yesterday if you're viewing this online, or Saturday the 26th. Our only polling place for that is the Government Center, 6 Court Street in Geneseo, where the DMV is. Just park there, enter through the front. Remember, you're going through a magnetometer, and then you'll be able to do your early voting. New lead poisoning prevention services are available in Livingston County. National Lead Prevention Week is October 20th through 26th, so that's just passed. But Livingston County Health Department has announced a collaboration with Livingston County Habitat for Humanity to help decrease the risk of lead in homes. Instead of constructing a home, they're actually sort of reconstructing homes, helping to remove the lead contaminants and things like that. If you are interested, they have childhood lead poisoning testing that can be accomplished just with a quick finger stick, and you get your results in 3 minutes. To find out if you qualify, or if you need free lead testing for your 1 or 2-year-old child that has not been tested yet, you can call the Childhood Lead Poisoning Prevention Program at 585-243-7299. And lastly, the Livingston County Libation Loop is something that Livingston County Tourism has put together. And it is all of the breweries, wineries, distilleries in the county with a really nice little map that's probably not going to show up on the screen. However, they're all going to be in one place on Sunday, November 3rd, down at Camp Stella Maris. You can actually go into one of the large buildings there and talk with the makers, go ahead and sample their wares, etc. Learn more about their businesses, OSB cider and all of the different breweries and Oneida and Eagle Crest Vineyards and all that will be there. If you are interested in getting tickets there, go to visitlivco.com and you can get your tickets right there online. And that's all I've got, Chris.
Okay, thanks, Mike. And now we'll read what Rick Milne, Mayor of Honeoye Falls, sent us. He says, "Thank you for the opportunity to provide a few simple updates involving the Honeoye Falls community. It appears that we will be having yet another beautiful fall weekend with the fall foliage at peak color. I hope you are able to get out and enjoy some of the New York State beauty. Our thanks for the continued responses and support from the community regarding the hiring of per diem firefighters. The First Presbyterian Church will be the host facility as we plan community meetings for November 7th and 13th, and the meetings are scheduled for 7 p.m. both dates. Certainly, there have been many comments, questions, and concerns about the homicide case in Honeoye Falls. I want to acknowledge these concerns and questions, and like all, while we are saddened by the outcome, we are glad that some conclusion has been determined. We appreciate all the Monroe County Sheriff's Department, all the Monroe County Sheriff's Department has done. We know this is still an open case, but to have some answers is good. Our thoughts remain to the family, and we wish them peace. Lastly, please see the attached information from Monroe County Board of Elections. This details the locations to consider voting should you wish to get your vote done early. Whether you vote early or on the traditional election day, just get out and vote. It's a right, a duty, and a privilege to have done. Okay, so that's what we have from Rick. And now it's over to John Moffett, Town of Mendon. What's doing there?
We have had some terrific weather here lately, and I hope everybody's enjoying it. I know I am. I want to thank everyone who participated in our recycle event recently. We collected 6,959 pounds of electronic waste, keeping that out of our landfill, and obviously recycling it is good for everybody. Also, 115 animals received their rabies shot, thanks to our town clerk and Dr. Gluckman for providing that service to our residents and our neighboring residents. And we did collect 2 barrels of pharmaceutical waste. I don't have a number for the paper recycling, but I know they were busy. Moving on to Election Day, as we all know is coming up, certainly encourage everybody to vote. As I've mentioned before, we now have 2 election sites in the town of Mendon, being the firehouse on the Mendon Firehouse on Route 64 and the community center in the village of Honeoye Falls. If you previously had voted at St. Catherine's, that is no longer a polling site. You will now be voting at the Mendon Firehouse. We have had several complaints and communications from residents regarding political signs. I will tell you that we are addressing all those as they come in. However, if you do have a complaint, we do require that you put it in writing and that you attach your name to it. Anonymous complaints will not be acted on. And that goes not only for political signs, but any other thing in general. Also, I would remind everyone, don't put anything on a political sign that your mother wouldn't approve of. I think I mentioned this a couple of years ago when we also had a presidential election, and we have checked into this. We cannot dictate what language can be used. Unfortunately, I'd like to, but we can't legally. And I would just remind everyone to please remain in good taste, I will call it. All signs in the town of Mendon outside the village of Honeoye Falls must be 15 feet from the edge of the road. The 2025 budget is now at its preliminary status. There is a public hearing on November 18th at the Mendon Town Hall at 7 o'clock. The preliminary budget is available in written form at Town Hall, or you can view it on our website. Our Veterans Day ceremony that the Legion Post 664 at the Four Corners of Honeoye Falls takes place at 11:11 a.m. on November 11th, signifying the end of World War I. It is a very short ceremony. It is a very honorable ceremony. We want to thank the Legion Post for putting that on. I encourage people to come out. It's a holiday for a lot of people. Schools are closed. And immediately following, the town of Mendon puts on a Veterans Day lunch at the community center, and that is open to everyone. You do not have to be a resident of the town of Mendon. You don't have to prove to us that you have served our country. But however, we would love to have you attend and bring your whole family. And last but not least, we have some new sidewalks on Assembly Drive. This has been part of our overall sidewalk project in the town of Mendon. And we have some new sidewalks on Assembly. We're still working on getting a crosswalk across Route 251 to a sidewalk on the other side of the street. We're working with the state of New York. But the weather has been so good, we were able to get this one in. Next year, you'll see other sidewalk projects, including the one that's partially being funded by Monroe County on Mile Square Road, as additionally, hopefully using the Rush Mendon Road east of the hamlet to go up that hill by Mendon Farms. So onward to 2025. I wish everybody a very safe time here as we head into the holiday seasons.
All right, thanks, John. And I should add from Rick's report, he did give information specific to early voting. It started Saturday, October 26th, and it goes through November 3rd. All eligible voters in Monroe County may go to any of the 17 early voting locations. You can go to their website to find out where all 17 are, but I will tell you 2 of them are in our coverage area. One is the Henrietta Public Library, and the second is the Pittsford Town Court. The days to vote, the hours to vote, I should say, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The hours are from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, it's from noon to 8 p.m. So that's all that Rick had. Mike, do you have anything more to add, or are you all set? Okay, thank you all for being here. Thank you both for being here. Thank you all for watching. Remember, this show airs every Sunday at 1 p.m. Just like our Facebook page or subscribe to our YouTube channel, and those platforms will notify you when the show begins to air. Otherwise, you can read the transcript in the newspaper. That's all for this week. We'll see you all next week. Bye-bye for now.
Imagine yourself communicating with a difference. Pan-Dimensional Solutions helps you do this. Whether live spectator events, taped broadcasts, or real-time audience-engaging programs, you can benefit immediately from the tools Pan-Dimensional Solutions will share with you. Do you want to make a difference? Contact us at pandimensional.com.